What's up, Internet? We are here on the island when it's raining, so I don't have to actually water anything. That's nice. My cat just decided to hop up on my lap and sit next to the mic and purr real loud, so that's good. But I've been messing with some settings. I'm thinking I might have dialed in the stream settings to be about as good as it's going to get. I don't know how bad that's going to affect my overall recording file size. We're going to find that out, I guess. But, you know, at the very least, we're making progress. Also, we got some impish stuff that I picked up off-island because it looks cool, I think. It's very of the time, anyway. Nooklings is going to close pretty soon, so I think we're going to hang out over there before we do anything, and maybe we'll go meet our new villager that I planned on doing yesterday and didn't. Also, Marina's house is now missing, mainly because we got to move her house one square over. And that's going to cost us 100,000 bells. And yes, that is like the worst thing ever. But what can you do? Alright, do we have anything here I want? I kind of want this. Oh, we need to buy candy. I keep forgetting to do that. So we'll buy a piece of candy. I'm also going to buy a new watering can, just because it'll save us some hassle later. And maybe a new shovel, just in case. I'm not sure we'll have enough for whatever this thing is, but we'll take a look. How much is this thing? Oh, I don't have enough yet. We do have 8 minutes to try and gain, like, 3,000 bells, though. We could maybe do it. Maybe. Quite possibly we could do it. It might take some doing, but we'll see. Although I am looking at restream quality, it does look very, very nice. Which tells me we are doing something at least vaguely correct. Which is good. That's a huge step forward. There's Annabelle. That's not who we want to talk to, though. Okay, the owner of this house has now stepped out, so I guess we're going to wander around and see if we can find them. I think I managed to get us back up to a 5-star. Here's Marina's house. There's a star bit. We're going to have to look for more of those. Right now, we're looking for stuff to get the spooky lantern set. All while hopefully running into our new villager before they go to sleep. That'd be kind of nice. Oh, Flick's here. Cool. We could get some bells from Flick. I don't think I have that many bugs, though. But we could see. Also in other news, my underwater room is now just missing, like, one object, and maybe a floor and wallpaper change, which just requires a bunch of pearls I don't have yet. So, the way I see it, I could probably finish it off in about a week. Assuming that I can run into Pascal every day. And, you know, I do, in one of those encounters, get the last DIY I need. If that's the case, oh, my underwater room's pretty much done. Which is kind of nice. I could maybe, like, try and fill the walls with, like, those little wall-mounted fish things. I think they're butterfly fish. We could try to do that, certainly. But after that, we gotta try and figure out what else I'm doing with my house. And I'm not sure, right off, what I want to do. That is not quite enough. I think we need about 1,000 bells more. Fortunately, we could sell all this material that we're gathering. I don't necessarily want to do that, though, because, of course, crafting is a thing. Well, we'll see. Oop. No gold. Not that I need it anymore. Well, I do for the astrological set, I suppose, but, you know, I've built my Gundam. Oh, crap. I need a metric crap ton of bells to get the custom kits for that. That's a problem. There he is. That's our new villager. We have all the octopuses in our island now. We have Zucker. I'm very excited to have him on our island, actually. Because I like the octopuses. Now that said, I think there's like 3, maybe 4 other villagers I kind of wouldn't mind having on the island. Of course, we're full, so I'd have to find villagers to get rid of them. But if I were to take a stab in the dark, I guess I'd be willing to get rid of Judy. If it meant that I could get Pearl. Yeah, that's the immediate one. I could see getting rid of Chief. I don't have any real attachment to him. No offense to him. But, if I wanted to get rid of 2 more, I'm not sure who I'd get rid of. I mean, I could get rid of Octavian. I'm not super attached to him, but I do like that we have all the octopuses. But I don't necessarily like Octavian all that much, either. You know? Come on, Mr. Fish. I want to sell you. And now I can. Hey, it's a sturgeon. Those will sell for a fair bit. The problem is I want to save that for CJ. Crap. Actually, you know, if you count the one I have out there, I think I also have one in storage, so I might actually be able to get a sturgeon model if I were to just hold on to it for a bit. It's also worth knowing that I think next month is when I can get all the rest of the fish I need. I think. Which is cool. I'd like to be able to finish off the fish. Bugs cannot be done until December, because that's the only time you can get, dung beetles. I'm hoping they're not as frustratingly difficult to get as they were in Wild World, I think it was, because I think I only ever ran into one there. Alright, I knew that wasn't a sea bass. It's too small. Gonna gather some shells and sell some stuff at Nook's. Really hope we get some more starbits other than, you know, the one we picked up. That would be rather sad if we only got one. I think we only got one. That's disappointing. Up. Alright, well, let's go sell this crap and see if we can buy that pumpkin thing. I don't think we're going to be able to get the custom kits for our Gundam just yet. That'll have to be maybe tomorrow, it depends. Gonna have to move Celia's Marina's house again. Alright, Nooklings, I got some stuff for you. I want to sell. I wish to sell this. I'll leave this sturgeon alone for a second, but I will sell the materials. And hopefully that'll be enough. Okay, so we have 10. We need 50. So that means there's 40 left. Let's buy this, and we'll see. I will buy it. Okay, now. Let's go over here. And let's see. So we need 40 more of these. 5. We're not going to be able to afford them all. 10. 15. 20. 25. 30. Crap. But, if I sell that sturgeon, I should be able to afford it. Which kind of sucks, but, you know, priorities. They're important. Goodbye, sturgeon. Aw, they kicked me out? You know, the Able sisters won't do that to you. They'll let you just hang out until you leave. That's a jerk move. I sold my sturgeon and I didn't even get all the kits I needed. And I already have a tulip surprise box. Well, guess this will go over here. Well, that's a bit of a kick in the teeth, but what can you do? Alright. So, ultimately we want to move this thing. Okay, so, first things first. I'm thinking what we want to do is activate the island signer and work on the path. Now, something occurred to me that made me realize I'm an idiot and I can make this much better. So we're going to do that. So we're going to make a sand path instead of this because it's supposed to be a beach, yeah? At least that's kind of what I'm going for. I think Marina should have a beach house. That just makes sense to me, really. And I think you can actually plop flowers down on sand, so that's okay. Actually, I can move these for now as well. Although I want to leave that stuff there, just as a guidepost, so I know where I'm building. Really. Maybe I should. Ooh. Oh, I've got myself an idea. It's gonna take some custom patterning, but maybe that would look okay. We'll think about it. I gotta fill this thing out first. Now again, I kind of want to keep this stuff where it is, but I do have to fill out where it is underneath, so. So what we'll do is, once again, nope. That's the button I'm looking for. You know, I've been playing this game for almost a year and I still don't know the buttons to it. That's embarrassing. Still, I think this is going to look better, and if the whole custom patterning thing works, and I think you can plant flowers on patterned sand, and if that's the case, we can still keep the nice little pink flowers we've got for Marina. I think we actually need one extra space before we can put that table back. So we'll open up sand path. Just spread this around. So we're gonna give her a beach seaside domain. I was thinking about trying to like make a custom pattern maybe of like water, which that could work too. But I think at the very least giving her like a little sandy beach would be nice. I mean, the only problem with having a sandy beach near your house is kicking in sand in your shoes, but as we all know, she doesn't wear shoes, so I think we're good, at least in that regard. Okay, we need our shovel to dig up these flowers for the moment. And I might want to do this underneath the partitions as well. I might want to do it up on that cliff as well. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out, one side at a time. And yeah, this is encroaching on our pre-made path to Nooks, so that's probably going to get modified. Although what I do with this space in between, I'm not sure. That's definitely a problem I have, is I'm just not sure what to do with a lot of like the space between stuff. So I've just filled it all out with flowers, which, I mean, it looks okay, I guess, but I feel like I need to structure it or something. Alright. So we should be able to move this chair back at the very least. And that goes about here. That lines up with the table. We can start planting the flowers again. That goes there. This isn't looking too bad. Not bad at all. I think this one has to go here. Well, I'm not sure. Yeah. I think we might have just had an extra one because of the table, but I'm not sure. We're going to leave the shell speakers alone, mainly because it gives us something to listen to while we do this. The dulcet tones of KK Slider, this generation's greatest musician that isn't clearly in the band Watermelon Umbrella. But he wishes he was. But we didn't like his sound. He was a bit too, you know, sell-outy for us. We need to keep it real. Alright. Okay, let's activate our magical sand creation tool of creating sand. As we need to do. How much space do we have? Oh, we got Tunny. That was a, I was going to say Ton and Plenty, but Tunny is also a game that was a pirate version of Sanson on the NES. And now you know a little bit more of retro gaming. You're welcome. Maybe what we could do is go back to my initial plan of having like a water pattern and like have it out here and have this like be like a shoreline. So her house is underwater. That's an idea. Ooh, gift from the sky god. You better believe I'm gonna get that. At least I'm gonna shoot it down. I'll pick it up later. But at least this is starting to look pretty good. I think, anyway. I hope Marina likes it. I'd hate to have done all this work for her to hate it. I'd feel so sad. I think we need it to face the other way, so we'll just drop it this way and push it. Shallow lamp, that goes somewhere. That's not what I want to pick up, game, thank you. But we'll try this again. Place item. Nope. Place item. Okay. Alright. This is gonna look good. I hope. I hope it looks good. I'm not doing all this. Why did I push it there? That was in the perfect place. I'm dumb. Next is the lamp, so we can just plop that over here, and that should be okay. We fill this out over here. And put this over here. And it stopped raining, and I just noticed that. And this can go over here. You know what really makes me upset right now is I just realized if we're going to do that whole she's coming out of the water because like her house is underwater or something, we could have like, well we can't, but we could have like given her a waterfall. We might have been able to actually do that. Actually. Snap. I'm having thoughts here. Okay. Okay, well, we might have to head up to the campground and play around with that idea a little, I guess. Because I was thinking, you know, we can't have a waterfall if the shells are going to be sitting right there, but we could have a waterfall with the shells pushed back one row. And that would probably work. Okay, now we need another shell partition. The problem is that there's an extra gap here that we don't want. And I'm not sure what we can do about that right off. But again, we'll figure it out as we go. Okay, we plop this over here. Unfortunately, we have to ruin our pattern to nooks a little bit. Unfortunate, but I think that whole thing's going to get a do-over eventually anyway, so it's not as completely painful as that initially sounds. Partition goes there. And put another partition over here. Put another partition over here. And put a shell lamp. That's a palm tree lamp. Shell lamp. Palm tree lamp. Shell fountain. Shell partition. Alright. The problem is this doesn't line up properly. So, we've got a couple options. We can move this out an extra space, or that out an extra space. And in doing so, we could fit a room for another partition. The problem is it won't line up with that cliff anymore if we go on that side. And if it goes on this side, it'll encroach on the river, which I don't think we necessarily want to do either. Well, that's no good. Still. I don't know why I can't push it that way. Still can't push it that way. Okay, there's space here. Why can I not push? Shell arch, shell fountain, palm tree lamp, arch. That's the one I'm looking for. I was looking for partition, and I don't know why I was looking for partition. Okay, so that's not working. That's not good. But stick up this flower just so that's vaguely symmetrical and at least gives me a sense of space. We'll use holes in the sand to kind of get an idea of what our depth here is. So we got 4. Which means if we could get this fountain, which is unfortunately kind of an awkward shape, but yeah, there's no way for this to sit in the middle of anything. I think we're going to have to push it out that way, because there's not much we can do with nooklings. Okay. Let's start by giving us a waterfall, just because, at this point, why not? Of course, we're going to pick the flowers, because that takes priority over everything. Because that's sensible. Okay, so we need this all to go one area over. Okay. We'll do that. First things first. I think our underwater Octo Princess should have a water background. Fortunately, I don't think we can do that here because it would also spill out that way, and that doesn't work with the physics of this game. So really, if we wanted to do this perfectly and have a perfect background without this, well, we'd basically have to make it go that 2 squares that way, and that would completely destroy the river, which we don't want to do. So, yeah, that's not great. We're going to make this work. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Okay. So, we need our land construction, this thingamabob. That won't let us land construct anywhere. Why no land construction, game? I don't know what the problem is, but there seems to be one. Is it because there's furniture here? Nope. Okay, new plan. We'll do this the hard way, and we'll go to the other side of the bloody place. Okay, well, I didn't want to do it this way. Oh, that's cliff construction, that's why. I'm a moron. I want it on the record. This is not news. This is a well-established fact, but I am an idiot. I don't like how thin this river's getting. I'm going to have to cut it down on my side a little, I think. Which I'm not a fan of, but, you know, what can you do? Okay, so let's access our sandy path. We'll get this sorted rather nicely. We'll smooth that down. Alright, this is gonna look good. Better look good. I don't have enough for another shell partition, do I? That kinda sucks. Oh well, grab our shovel. Take this up. That one can stay there, but the others have to move. The bright side in doing this, if there is one, is that we should have at least enough room to put the fountain in. Crap. Fortunately, I was smart enough to buy another one. Whoops. You know, I left you there because I wanted to listen to tunes. Speaker, that's what I want. Alright, shovel! I was kind of hoping for bubblegum KK, not gonna lie. A gift from the sky gods. I'll take that once I find my slingshot and my bob. Well, that sucks. Also, it doesn't make a lot of sense because it's flat ground underneath, but sure, okay. That's Phys X for you, I guess. Gotta kick that hole in, or else we'll never be able to plant the flowers. Alright, shell lamp goes. There is totally room. What are you on about, game? Fine, we'll plop this down first, if it makes you feel better about stuff. There's totally room, game. Oh, right. Okay, fine. You know, this could be easily mitigated if we just had the ability to modify the direction any piece of furniture was facing anywhere in the game like we could in our houses. Of course, that's not a feature, and it should be. But what can you do? I'm gonna fill this in and pick this up. Okay. I can't jump that river, alas. Fortunately, I've got my trusty stick thing for me. Woo! Stick thing, it always helps. Okay. And then we need to put the arch, like, here. Although we actually need to move it, like, one square over, which means we still need to fill in the river a little bit. See, this is the whole problem about this, is we gotta do this, and I don't want to. I had a good little idea with my statue there. I was happy with that. But now, alas, it cannot be done. Tell me that's enough room now, please. That's probably actually a straight shot, too. That... Okay, now I'm annoyed. But I'm annoyed by my own stupidity, so that's... Well, it's not okay, but... You know. It is what it is. That's okay, I guess. I can still run around that, kinda. Okay. I think that actually needs to go there. That needs to go there. And there's a space here, and that bugs me. Now, what can I do about that? Move it like that and that. Sorta. That doesn't really work, though. There's still a space there, and that's annoying. Alas. Well, let's put the shell beds back at the very least. This will help us at least envision our background a little bit better. Because I'm going to finish with placing Marina's house back. Spoilers, but I'd like to at least have an idea of what I'm going to look at. You know, that's why there is a preview function to all this. I'm going to have to do something with that bare spot. That's going to drive me crazy. Still, at least we're kind of making progress towards making this a lot nicer an island. I think, anyway. We're going to eat one and only one cherry. After I drop it on the ground, because dropped on the ground food tastes better than not dropped on the ground food, obviously. But that's just common sense, really. Okay, we gotta plant this tree somewhere. I don't know where that somewhere is immediately, but it's gonna go somewhere where there's a space for a tree. I can't plant anything there because it's too close. Also, I planted some of the random items we had here just because we were getting complaints from Isabel. And that fixed it, sorta. That sorta fixed it. Also, I'm really thinking about swapping these lanterns for the pink ones because they're just so pretty. Alright, there's Flick. Let's talk to Zucker again because we can. It is a perfect place to put a Triceratops skull. Thank you for noticing. Bloop! Oh, I like that he says bloop. That's funny. Okay. I gotta get rid of these flowers. They're not strictly garbage, but they're going in the bin, I've decided. Gonna bin these hyacinths, because we don't need them. Ooh, I got a few more I can get rid of too. As we get to watch Zucker bust a sick move over there. Alright. You know what? I think here's a good place for a cherry. Let's plant a cherry here. Good, good. That's dealt with. Alright, now we should have the room we need to put these beds back where they belong. Maybe not actually. We'll see. I don't remember something, and it's bugging me. Okay, yeah, face that way. That's good. Oh, you know what's a problem, though? We need another one. I don't have another shell bed immediately. That's annoying. How does that look? Because I think we might need to put another one step further, which means we have to close the river down even more. Oh, I don't want to do this. I think that actually kind of works. I'm okay with that, I guess. Provided it lines up properly, we don't have any gaps, so I'm okay with that. Alright. Shell bed. Shell bed. Shell bed. And we do have one more shell bed. Now we're going to have an extra square there, and I don't know what to do with that. It's going to bug me, but we'll have to find something for that, I guess. But there. Got a shell bed background for this. Yeah, I think I'm about to hate myself a lot more, but we're going to push this out even further. Just to have this fit. Now, I've said this before, I don't like seeing like these giant blotches of just pathing on my map. And I think that goes back to the fact that originally I wanted my island to basically be as natural as possible. But, you know, what can you do? Okay. The nice thing is, since we're going back to sort of like an average size stream length for me, you know, it lets me test out how much of a file hog this is going to be, which is good, because I still need to know that fact. Now, another thing I'm about to hate is the fact I'm going to have to spend even more custom kits on this crap. Not thrilled about that fact, but what can you do? We're going to need 2 more shell partitions. Hey, it's Mary. What are you up to, Mary? Well, it's good. It makes you feel like anything's possible. I think that's how things should be. Now, if I were to... I don't need a hyacinth lamp. I need a palm tree lamp. I'm kind of approximating where I figure the house is going to be. Now that stuff's actually going to be a square away as well, so... That's okay. We need to make some extra space, but... I'm thinking this means that we could probably do some extra decorative work, not just with flowers, but like maybe with some extra, like, patterning work or something. But that just gives us something to do in the future. Oh! I just realized this could create a problem for us, though. I don't really have any way to get to that bin comfortably. That's annoying. Well, I don't think that can be helped. Also, I need to curve off this path or it's going to bug me. Because I'm vaguely perfectionist-y. What can you do? Drop that partition right there. Alright, let's move these things over here. Although... Crap. This is going to get to be a really, really, really expensive thing Because I think what we need to do now is move nooks over one, that staircase over one, all this stuff over one, just so that I can get the waterfall effect behind the full... I'm not going to do that. Screw it. For now, I'm not going to bother with that. That's just a bit too much, I think. I might symmetrically make it so that the waterfall doesn't exist over there as well or something. I don't know. Being a perfectionist sucks, is the short version of this story. Gonna plant some lilies over here. Do. Okay, no, see, you were supposed to go in the hole, lilies, and I don't know why you didn't. Because that's normally what you do when you plant flowers, is the flowers default to the hole, sort of like how they default to being picked up. And why did I just do that? Okie doke, well, let's keep going. Gonna plant this here, gonna plant this here. And we're gonna need 2 more. At least, here and here. What? Oh, where? It's like, what was that about construction hats and not being able to plant flowers? I do not see the correlation of those two things. Okay, now we actually need 3 more pink lilies, but that's okay. Let's go see what it takes to make shell partitions, because we've got to make 2 of those now. And who knows? Maybe this will get even more exciting as I bump my, what's the word for this? Remote control. I don't know why I forgot that. My brain forgets basic things sometimes. I got the spooky whatever lamp, so we'll just put this here. Can I sit on that? Oh, I can't. Oh, and I could have just, you know, like I said, I've been playing this game for a year and there's still basic stuff about this I forget. Also, that is not the color of that lamp that I bought. The one I bought was, like, gray. Maybe it kind of is, but it's looking orange. Might be the lighting effect. Okay, what do I need for shell partitions? Because I need 2 of them. So we go down here and look for shell stuff. Partitions. Conch and Venus combs. We got tons of those. Which are... Conches. And Venus combs are also these sort of gray ones. Let's craft. We need 2 of these guys. Keep crafting. Alright. Gotta say, I keep looking at the restream and I'm quite impressed with how it's looking. So I think we may have dialed in these settings just right, y'all. Which is nice. And unfortunately, there goes 14 of my 40 kits. I hate the Nooklings so much. Hyacinth lamp. These don't come in pink, so we don't need them right off. But we'll take this. And boom! I wish we could create a water effect like that. Make that part of our yard. That would be cool. Alas, I think it's not to be. Anytime. Why can I not vault over there anymore? Okay, that's a problem. We'll have to fix that. I don't know what mechanically is stopping us, but her yard is getting huge. It used to be like half the size of this. Okay, well, either way. Hyacinth lamp, because... oh, that's even better. What is with this game tonight, just not wanting to do the exact specific, I would think, obvious thing I need it to do? Hyacinth lamp. There we go. Ooh. What we can do, if I may be so bold. We can sit here and we can put this under our arch. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's not, strictly speaking, a straight shot. Like, it feels... but the problem is this is an awkward, like, 4 or 2x2 square, so it doesn't really go like that proper anyway. Okay. Let's pare this down. Pare this down. I'm gonna have to remake all these paths and stuff. I don't look forward to that, honestly, but I gotta admit that is looking pretty damn sexy. You know, minus that one bit of cliff that I can't do anything about because no legs. Although, do I want... do I want these to be here, or do I want them to be closer in on each other? Let's find out. Let's see what that looks like. Because we should be able to curve this, I think. Yep. So let's see what that looks like. Just pop the shell arch in. Oh yeah, that I think is pretty much how you want that to look. Okay. Now we need like 3 more pink whatevers. So let's go look for them. I think I put some somewhere. That's very helpful, brain. Yes, there are some somewhere. Ooh, you know, we gotta go clean up our little garden area anyway if we're gonna advance that bit, so let's try there first. Excuse me, Celia. We could always swipe a couple that I left by Celia's house, but you know, those are hers. I want her to enjoy those. I'm kind of surprised how many weeds we can get away with having without losing a star. I'm not against that. I like the look of what they look like in the autumn, but you know, it feels a little bit strange that there's really that much room for error. But it just means more Jacob's letters for me. 2, I think we needed 3. So we'll grab 3. We'll head back. Yeah, I think this is turning out pretty good. Pretty good. I might have to make a custom pattern though, and I'm not sure how that's going to work out for me because I'm terrible with custom patterns. We'll see. Now let's plop some of these down. Put that down there. Pop that down. I can't wear that with my construction hat. Because flowers don't go with construction, I guess. Which I think is just, you know, a negative sounding thing. Why can't we wear flowers in our construction hats? Okay. Well, let's go buy our thing to get ourselves a preview of what this is going to look like. Ooh, let's talk to Octavian while we're here. Okay, well, I don't have a lot of money, but what do you need? No, I don't need that, thank you. I don't need a light switch. I wonder if that actually controls lighting. A guide shirt. Let's see what your last item is. A V-neck. What do I look like, Mr. Peanut Butter? Ugh. Oh well, whatever. Oh no! Mary's got fleas! I gotta do something about that. Hang on, Mary, I have to smack you with my outdoorsy net because I don't have a star net and I'm sad about that. Bonk! Anytime, friend. Okay, so let's go withdraw some money from the Abada, and we will go and get ourselves some ability to see what we're doing. So that would be nice. It'd be nice to see what we're doing. Okay, so we gotta go to the Abada. And we need, I think, 50,000 bells. Alright. And then we want to talk to Nook. Alright, Mr. Nook. I need to talk infrastructure. I want a layout change. An island home. And we're going to move Marina. Well, thank you, Major Conky Dong. I'm glad my island looks rad. I'm working really hard to make it something I don't hate. I'm having challenges with that, honestly. But, you know, it is what it is. Marina, I want you to live back where you used to live, but I need you to move 1 square to the right. I do not care for how finicky this game is sometimes. Okay, well that only costs most of my bells, but on the bright side we get to work with Marina's yard and see what this actually looks like, which is, you know, important. Alright. So let's grab our magical bedroll kit. Oh, I don't want to visit her there. That's bad. Okay, I really haven't done much dreaming, but yeah, I could visit you, I guess. That's not where I want that. I think I need to offset myself to the right slightly. Let's imagine it. 'Cause this is going to be offset slightly. Oh god, I hate that. I really hate that. That sucks, but what can you do? Okay. I don't like that so much. I think we're gonna have to put our shell fountain slightly closer to the entrance than I would like. Although, what we could do with that, maybe, just pull this out. Have it like a gradiated sort of fence type of thing. Put the shell arch in front of that. There's totally room, game. Stop playing silly buggers. Good. I mean, it's backwards, but, you know, good. Oh, I don't like that. Okay, so this has to go here. And then I think that's about... Well, that's about as lined up as that's going to get, because it's a weird shape. Okay. I will take a look when I'm done with Marina, yes. Let's imagine this. Can we get 1 square to the right of that? There. No, we can't. I don't think. It's not centered. Why are houses such a weird shape and, like, everything you move by half squares except houses? This game is inconsistent and it's frustrating. Yeah, I think we're stuck in, like, a half square. Well, that's dumb. I'd like to be able to center it around that arch, though. Just make it a straight shot. Let me imagine it. I'm glad we have the ability to actually see what this is going to look like beforehand. Yeah, there's no way to center it either because it's going to be going by, like, 2 squares instead of singular ones. Well, poop. I think that's about as good as it's going to get. I don't like that it resets the ground underneath it either. That's annoying. Can I tweak that with sand now, please? Oh, I can. Okay, that's good. Sort of. I sort of can, anyway. So if that's the case, we have to move this, like, 1 square over. And I think that present's in the way. Crap. Well, that's the thing. The arch is like a 4 square wide, so centering it isn't actually possible when you're working with half things. It would require it to be like 5 wide with like a 3 gap, but it doesn't have something like that. That's the thing I don't like about this game. You can move objects by like half squares, but you can't move everything by half squares, and some things really need to be moved by half squares, but you can't do it. So alas, Marina's house is off-center. And it's always going to be off-center because this game is just fiddly like that. And I hate it. I love this game, but I hate this game, but I love this game, but I absolutely hate this game. There was room. I swear there was. There's absolutely room to put this fountain and still walk around. I swear there was, game. Don't tell me there isn't. Can't move it back any. Ugh. I hate this game. Why is this game so fiddly with everything? What do you want, Celia? Yes, you can take my V-neck sweater. I don't want it. You can have it for free. It's taking up my inventory space. I don't want it. Okay, well, I gotta go get my lamp again. On the bright side, I haven't gotten any messages saying that my file size has exceeded my computer size, which is nice. So I'm guessing it's heavily front-loaded. Okay, don't need the cardboard box. I need my lamp, though. Okay. Yeah. You know, I've said this so many times, but, you know, there's so many cool little features about this game. And for every cool little feature it has, it does, like, so many just really dumb things that feel like they could just, you know, fix it real easy. They just don't. And that'll probably get in the way of actually walking through here. That's annoying. Oh well, she's got all this shell set in her yard now, I think. Anthurium, don't need that. Bells, I can always use those. hyacinth lamp. I gotta go put that back. Where is this gonna go? I guess it'll go over here for now. Yeah, if you could, you know, give villagers stuff to do, that would be nice. It'd be nice if they gave you more stuff to do, like if you actually, you know, played more often, but they don't really. Like, they give you stuff to do occasionally when you're best friends with them, but it's still pretty rare. I miss when you could actually just, you know, talk to anyone and ask for a job. But that said, I've been playing Animal Crossing since the original, so, you know. Complete DIY projects, that might be nice. I still need to try and get those last few villagers I really want. So more points would be nice. I guess I'm done with Marina for now. I'm gonna, I think, forever be upset about her island, but let's see if I can do this whole dream thing, because I've only ever done it, like, once, kinda. Okay, so sleeping. Why is this game so fiddly? That's gonna tell me I can't sleep in a wetsuit because this game counts it as an outfit, even though it's not an outfit. Oh, I can't request a cleanup in my house? Alright. Let's go to sleep. I have the worst luck going to other people's islands. Last time I did this, somehow my game got, like, soft locked. Somehow. So hopefully this is a little bit of a better experience. But I guess I want to dream. Okay, dream address is 4081 4. Oh, my island is not well done. My island is a mess. I have got to do so much more work on it, and I'm not remotely happy with it. Let's take a look at what your island looks like. I guess that's where we're going. So let's go explore through the magic of dreaming on the internet, I guess. Loading. Magikarp. Such a pain in the ass to raise. Okay, so lie down in bed. Got it. I'm sure I like that blur effect. Ooh, coelacanths. Those are cool. That's a lot of cake. Snacks. Ooh. That's a very nice onsen. We got the giant Easter Island. I haven't gotten, like, anything cool from Gulliver. I keep getting, like, wigs. Log bridges. Ooh. Stuff for sale or trade or whatever. Lots of roses. I'm seeing a preference for them. I've never heard of this villager before. What the hell? I've genuinely never heard of a unicorn villager. Also, that's adorable. I love that sign. Does the map actually work here? Oh, it does. Cool. Ah, you've got Marina too. And Cube. Good old Cube. Classic. Wow, that is a lot of butterflies. I'm so jealous. I love the butterflies. Oh, you got Stonehenge too. That's cool. I have to admit, this island makes me wish mine was a lot nicer. I have that feeling whenever I see someone else's island, it's like, man, mine is so lame. Why is my island so lame? I'm trying my best so it's not lame. I'm gonna go inside someone's house. 'Cause why not? Renee. That's a fun name. Because that's a pun. I'm quite impressed with this island. It makes you almost look like you have your stuff together. When my island clearly doesn't. Whee! I do quite like the hedge fencing myself. That's... Someone's exploring! Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. I love these glowy mushrooms. They're so cool. I can't wait till I get to make them. Unfortunately, it's not till next month. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-boop-boop. Oh, this is a cool little area, too. I really gotta get my act together with custom patterns. I've got, like, none of them. Aside from, like, the one I've made. Aw, that's a cute little cushion. Whose house is this? Cube ran off. Like a silly cube. Yeah, I've really got to get my act together with custom patterns. Because every time I go to an island that has them, it's just like, wow. My island could look so much better if I just, you know, had any artistic talent whatsoever. Ooh, someone's home. Sure. I've seen this guy a few times. He has the cute set. I'm trying to give that all to Celia myself. Big moth. Ooh. Never seen this thing before. That's a, looks like a windflower fan. I'm not familiar with that little, I kind of like these little, like, these little paths that are sort of crammed between two cliffs. Those are very cool. Also, we have a very clearly cool gnome. Big butterflies. Also very fancy. Ooh! Ooh! I don't have this one. That's cool. I think there's 5 different types of elaborate kimono stands. I think I've only seen 3 of them, though. That's a new one for me. Bow is out. And that's the dinosaur. Yeah, your island seems very thoughtfully laid out, whereas mine's kind of just a giant mess. Ooh. Board game! That's neat. I don't think I've ever seen that either. Oh, the scuba masks. And the flamingos. Surf shop! Why do I not have no artistic talent at all? Oh, this is a cool island. I like this. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. I haven't gone in this house yet. And I won't get to, because they're out. I might be able to run into them. I'm betting this is Marina's house. Just taking a stab in the dark with my own personal experience is all. It totally is. I wish my Marina actually had a pink interior. Mine was a default villager, so she just got like the wooden block stuff and she won't change it and it bugs me. This is a very cool island. I really gotta step my game up because my island is so lame. I gotta work on it some more. But it's just another reason I get to play this game every day. Ooh. Ah, the sea globe. I love that piece of furniture. That was one of my earliest ones, too. Oh, and you got the astrology stuff. I am so unbelievably jealous. Ugh. It's such a pain to get, and I have like half the star bits for any single piece. If I'm lucky. Ooh, and you're building the mermaid set. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Also, totally jealous you actually have portraits. I've been trying to get them since I started this game. Still don't have a single one. Kind of annoyed about that because it's random. But that seems to be the MO of anything good in this game. If you want it, it's random. Ah, cube was one of your defaults? Nice. He was one of my earliest villagers in the original Animal Crossing. And he's been in like every single one of my villages at some point or another. I am so jealous of half your stuff. It's like, oh, I've been trying to get that forever. I've never even seen some of this stuff. It's awesome. Ah, a star chart. That's cool. I kind of got like a little study thing I'm building too. I don't know, my house is just a giant mishmash of stuff mostly too. I've got no consistency in my house. I've got like 2 rooms kind of planned out and that's it. The rest is just random crap. Ooh, I'm guessing that's a maple leaf item. Those are cool. Kind of like that. Yeah, I've got the posters. It's the actual like framed photographs that you can't get. Like you have to be best friends with them, and even if you are, you get like a 10% chance of getting them. I've been trying to get them since the start of the game because I collected them all the way back in like Wild World, and I still have none. It's driving me a little bit crazy because I just love collecting the photos. I don't know. It was a fun little goal I had in Wild World to try and collect the photo of every villager I had, and now I just can't get any. Someday I will get one. The question is, will I have all my villagers that I want before then? Because then I won't have like any more rotating villagers to get. Oh, that said, I should probably go to Harv's more often. I tend to go there once every couple of villagers. Rocket ships. Ooh, lunar lander. Gundam. I just built mine yesterday. I don't have custom kits to color it though. Nook's closed literally as I was trying to buy custom kits for it, so I'm bitter about that. You got little like outside post office. That's pretty cool. You're getting ready for when Phyllis and the other one I don't like show up, I guess. That's pretty cool. Embracing old school AC. I'm loving it. This is a very cool island, I gotta say. I'm very thoroughly impressed. And also insanely jealous. My island is so lame comparatively. I gotta work on that, I guess. Oh, and you got like a little like secluded campground area. That's pretty cool. I like that. I gotta say, your island is really, really incredibly impressive. Alright, I think I've been up here, but got like a workbench. That's a cute workbench. Oh, and you've got like a huge little like farm area. My farm is tiny. Everything I do is bad, and I should feel bad for it. Okay. Have I been over here? Whose house is this? I've not been here. Who's inside of this place? Oh, it's, Coco, the gyroid villager. Closest you'll get to gyroids in this game. Very, very bizarre looking villager, Coco. Kind of creepy, too. But, you know. She stands out, for sure. I know a lot of people who think Coco's their favorite. I totally get it. She stands out. I find her a little bit creepy, though. But I totally get why people like her. A little bear library. And a bear picnic. I actually was genuinely trying to make one of those at one point. Oh, you got Nova lamps. Jealous. It's the one thing I need from Celeste nowadays. I'm trying to line up a ridge with them and elaborate kimono stands. But alas, I don't have all the stands and I don't have Nova Light DIYs yet. Beware! That's funny. Can I go inside the Able Sisters? I cannot. They are closed today. Interesting. I don't think I've been in here yet. It's spooky time in here. Yes, I want to sleep here in the graves. That's serendipitous that line came up. Thank you, Lucky. This is a very cool island. I am thoroughly, thoroughly impressed. You got like a little beach area to change. I thought about making one of those, but it just never happened. I decided to try and make a nightclub first. Arcade! I'm trying to build one of these in my basement. I don't have all the arcade machines yet, though. That's very cool, and I'm quite a fan of the flooring / wallpaper with the panels. Oh snap! You've got this kimono stand too. I don't have this one either. I am so jealous. Why do you have all the nice things and I have none of the nice things? Jealousy. I haven't talked to you yet, Ken. I've got like a little laundromat area. This is a very practical place. Like it's well laid out and you've got really practical little areas. You've got a cafe. I'm thinking about building one of those myself actually, but you've got the purple ice cream. I got the rainbow one. I had to ask someone for it too. Hey, it's you again, Julian. Oh, and you got like a little flea market type area. That's so cool. Also, that is an insane skin for that surfboard. I love that. Oh, and you got a classic little diner. I cannot begin to imagine the amount of work you have put into this. Yeah, I imagine. I've never used Nookazon. I've thought about it, but I've never actually used it. I don't have the time. You know, if my few Switch friends and whatever viewers I get don't want to trade me or whatever, then I just, I gotta wait for something on my own, I guess. I think a bug just jumped in the water. I saw a splash. This is a very cool island. I'm thoroughly impressed. I'm always impressed when I go to someone else's island. It always makes me feel like I'm just wildly inadequate with my island. Because it's true, but, you know, people actually come up with actual, thoroughly well thought out designs to their island, whereas mine's just sort of a hodgepodge. Oh, you know, I want to put a thing there. I want to put a thing there. I don't plan. I don't lay out. I'm clearly not working from SimCity logic here. I'm working on SimCity logic as per dictated by my actual city planner, who doesn't know how to plan cities at all. I don't know what this is, but it's neat. It's like the South Pole or something. I have not gotten very much pirate stuff. Oh, the treasure chest! Jealous. Very jealous of that. Oh, there is a lot of really neat stuff here. I don't know if it's just because it's this island or it's because it's a dream, though, but this is lagging a bit. I think that might be just because it's online on a dream, though. I have not talked to you yet, Bo. Also, ukulele. This is a very cool island, and I'm thoroughly impressed. You did a very, very good job. And you shouldn't be nervous about showing off your island compared to mine, because mine is basically garbage. I'm trying to make it into something that I don't hate, but, you know, I don't like my island at all, really. I'm trying to like it, but it's hard. That said, I am thoroughly impressed with your island, and you should be proud because this is a really cool spot. And, you know, it was quite an honor and quite enlightening to be here. You know, I'm trying to come up with some ideas and inspiration from this as well, but you know what? It's a damn good island. I would say it's one of the best ones I've been on. It does look like you gave it some sensible layout. Mine does not have that feature. Mine is, I'm trying to, well, originally my island was, I want to make this like a wild, overgrown, basically jungle. And then that kind of just sort of stopped happening once Isabel decided to rear her ugly head and decided she wanted things to look nice and pretty. So now I'm building a nightclub and trying to make Marina's yard nice and have my own secret garden and stuff. But it's, my villager sleeps exactly like I do. Just sprawled. That's awesome. Yeah, your island is really impressive, and I'm thoroughly impressed with it. You should be very, very proud of what you've done, because you've done quite a good job. But my island is like my house. It's mostly just a hodgepodge of random crap that doesn't make sense. Alright. Well, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be doing this, because I do have to get back to putting out my reviews and stuff on my YouTube channel. That said, I do kind of want to come back and do some tests with my PS3 stuff, because now I've got the ability to record that again. But, you know what? We've been streaming for almost an hour and a half, and I haven't gotten a message with my enhanced bit rates and file size that I've taken up too much of my PC. That's a plus. Plus, we managed to actually make Marina's yard look kind of nice. If off-center, and I'm still probably going to have to get rid of this. Damn it. Okay, it's not perfect, but we've done at least some good work here. I'm gonna have to completely redesign the path to Nooks from this bridge, I think. That bugs me a bit. What can you do? The problem with the giant lake, and I like that idea because I've tried to do that too, the problem is that if you're gonna do something like that, what you have to do is you have to consider everything around what you're doing. Because the problem is, if you put a giant lake basically anywhere, you're going to encroach on pretty much everything. And that's going to create problems. And I know because I've run into many of those problems. Still, you know, it's a good idea. It's a good idea to build a lake. I think it's an interesting sort of like water feature you can build your island around. For sure. I gotta redesign my own personal little islandy area. And I gotta fix that. Marina, you better appreciate what I've done with your house. Ugh. Still, I think I've kind of done everything I need to tonight. At least until Marina moves back. Again, I I got some ideas that might require custom patterning, so I might try and design something like that on my off time, but we'll see what happens when Marina's house gets put back. Genuinely surprised that it wiped out all the patterning we did underneath it, but what can you do? It's going to be off-center. It's all going to be off-center, and I hate every bit of it, but there is that. At least it may be better, possibly, I don't know. Anyway, I think that'll be it for tonight. I hope you all enjoyed, and if you did, follow the stream to know we go live, because we stream every single night. Usually Animal Crossing, sometimes some other stuff, like I said. Thinking about doing some PS3 tests later tonight. I have a Gundam game I've been sitting on for 2 years. I still have not played, so I think we're going to be doing that. A giant forest is a good idea. I've been thinking about something like that for this as well, with some of my extra space, because I am bad at conserving space, but who knows. I'd like to see it once it's done, you know? You know, let me know when you get that stuff done. I'll check it out then as well. But I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, also check out my YouTube channel, see everything else I do. I should optimistically have my ridiculously big, significantly better quality review video going out tonight. I want to say tonight or tomorrow, I'm not sure. I still have to look it over, and it's an hour long, so that might take a whole day to get through with everything else I need to get done, but we'll see. And if you really want to make my day, check out the show's PayPal or Patreon. Support the show any way you can so that I can continue to do what I do to the best of my ability, which in this case is really desperately struggle with how nothing wants to be centered in this goddamn game. I love this game, but I hate this game so much. And it feels like there's so many small things they could just fix, and they just don't, and it bugs me. But that said, you know, we got to see at least a really, really cool island. That isn't mine, because mine is a giant mess. But, you know, we're working on that to be slightly less messy by the end of this. Hopefully someday. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Peace out, Internet.